Dragon Ball FigherZ is arguably one of the easiest games to pick up, and that's partially because of how simple the controls are to do anything cool. Majority of moves can be done with a quarter circle motion plus an attack button, but different platforms use different buttons, and since PS4 has an actual circle button, it's easy to get confused by the phrase quarter forward circle plus button. Does that mean to make a quarter forward motion and press circle specifically? Or does it mean to do a quarter forward motion and press any button? Well, to avoid confusion, the community has come up with a more uniform way of writing inputs and combos for fighting games. And if you ever look at other videos or online guides, they'll often use this, so learning fighting notation is the first step to getting better. Starting things off, the attack buttons are pretty straightforward. The light attack button is written as L, the medium attack is M, heavy attack is H, and the special attack button is written as S. But note that the special button is different from a special move, where the latter requires directional input plus an attack button. Speaking of directions, you can get an idea of how they're written by looking at a keyboard, specifically the number pad on a keyboard. Let's say you're on the left side of the screen. If you're not pressing any direction, then this is written as 5, or sometimes they won't use a number at all, or an N for the neutral position. If you're moving forward, then that's 6. If you're jumping forward, that's 9. If you're jumping straight up, that's 8. And if you're holding down and back to block low, then that would be a 1. And so on and so on. So combining what we've learned so far, if you did a standing light attack, that'd be a 5L. And if you did a down heavy, that'd be a 2H. So you'll often hear people say that you should 2H super dashes, meaning you should down heavy a super dash. As for special attacks, where you have to use multiple directions to perform a move, you'll list a number for all the directions that are needed for that move. For example, on PS4, Goku can do a Kamehameha with a quarter forward circle motion and the X button. So this would be written as 236S, because we're pressing down, then down right, and then finally X, which is the special button. One last important thing. Fighting game notation always assumes you're on the left side of the screen. You'll need to do the opposite directions if you're on the right side. So if the move you want to do is normally a 236S on the left side, you'd have to do a 214S on the right side. Switching sides can be confusing when writing combos, so we'll usually read them always assuming it's using the left side. And that pretty much covers the basics of fighting game notation. Like I said, pretty straightforward, and there are some terms that are more advanced or are specific to Dragon Ball FigherZ, so I'll probably make a follow-up video on those, and I'll put a link here when that's available. Don't worry, it'll all become second nature real quick, but if you need help in the beginning, there's a link in the description of this video for a cheat sheet, so maybe keep it up on your phone or something for a quick reference. Anyway, that's all for this episode. Good luck out there, fighters.